live. I went there. I did that.
Top chat.
Okay. Visible.
Yeah.
I want that one. One person's on. Do check something. It's probably like the CIA. That's probably what's up. I got my own personal spy. Huh? Oh, they texted something. Where'd it go? It disappeared.
What? On the chat area. Click on the chat area.
Look. Where, love? I don't see it. See what I mean? Oh, it says hi. Hi, Karen Blue. Hi, how you doing? It don't stay on there long enough for me to see what's going on. Thanks. I thought maybe you were my NSA spy. But, where are you from, Karen Blue? I'm in Bakersfield, California. And this is Tig. Uh-oh. Alabama. How's it going down there in Alabama? I've been there. I've been to Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, I spent about 4 months probably in Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. I'm just trying to start doing this and see if I can get some help. I'm trying to find some help, and I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on in politics and stuff with across the country. You want to tell me how old you are? I'm 56. 56. One more thing. Huh? What are you smiling for? You want to be on camera? I will put you on camera. I'll put you on camera. I will flip the screen and put you on camera. Oh, they said something. Oh, good. 54. All right. Very cool. How do can I text too?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do none of this on YouTube. This is like maybe my third time broadcasting live. I did a couple of coin videos because I collect coins. But I kind of sold all my coins and bought silver. I bought a bunch of silver troy ounce silver eagles. And reset the fiat currency. Money's going to become worthless. And you might want to save gold and silver, stuff that has real value. I'm a prepper. I try to get, ready for any kind of a natural disaster or whatever's going on. Just try to be prepared. I got a lot of food and water and medical supplies, and I bought some silver, and I'm trying to stay alive, and I think we're in a fight for our lives in this country. I think it's really bad, and people don't know what's going on. People don't even care. I try to tell people and talk to people, and no one even wants to hear it. No one even wants to hear it. They don't want to believe it. What's going on? It is crazy how we are enslaved by our own government. We're really slaves to this whole deep state Illuminati thing, and they just want to destroy us and go straight to Hunger Games and put everybody in prison camps, and then have their little fat emerald cities where they can grow fat and lazy and use us for their labor. So let me see, any more? I have MREs. That's right. All right. I wish I had some MREs. Those things are good. I had some in Florida. I used to live in Florida, and I got caught in 3 hurricanes down there. In 2004, I was in Charlie, Francis, and Jeannie, and the fire department had come to bring us MREs. Yep, bring us MREs and bring us water. Electricity was down for a long time, and so I know it can really happen. The refrigerator's done, the food goes bad. Uh, it changes everything. It changes your whole life. In fact, I lost my job over it. The hurricanes destroyed the company that I worked for. So I went to go to work on Monday morning, and the roof was ripped off the building. I just turned around and went home. Probably should have filed for unemployment. I don't think I did. I don't know if I did. That's funny. Well, FEMA screwed me. They didn't give me a dime. I lost everything I own in Florida. That's how I ended up in Alabama, making my way to Las Vegas, and then here in California. I'm in Bakersfield now, California. Been in California for almost 10 years now. Yeah, I came here in 2009. Yep. I took a bus from Vegas to LA. Took a bus from Vegas to LA in 2009. So tell your friends, follow and share and like and all that stuff. I guess I don't know how many people I'm going to get on here. I'd like to get a whole bunch of people on and start talking and commenting and sharing like they do on the other channels. I follow a whole bunch of YouTube channels. Uh, the X22 Report, John X Army, everything. A bunch of the Silver Market guys, Jeremiah Babe. Oh boy, I wrote a whole list of them down. I don't even know what I did with the list, but I wrote a whole list of YouTube channels. Prepper Nurse One, Praying Medic is another guy I listen to. A lot of really smart people out there on YouTube putting channels. I worry about stuff like that too. Good Lord, I'm so sorry. What that's like. I was married too in New York long time ago, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't. I'm pretty sure my wife's dead now. I don't even know. I left New York. We were never even really together. And she was a drug addict. So she was a really bad drug addict. So she's probably killed herself by now. In fact, she was 5 years older than me. So yeah, I don't think she made it to her 60s. She was in a bad way. The last time I saw her, about, I don't know, 20-something years ago. She's all messed up. She couldn't even walk and talk. She was just stumbling and stuttering and drooling. It was a horrible thing to see. Somebody do that to themselves. But she did. She did it on drugs. That's what they're doing. They got these people drugged up. They're drugging us up. They're spraying chemicals into the sky. They're really trying to kill us all. They're really trying to kill us all. The Georgia Guidestones say that the Illuminati wants to eliminate 85% of the world's population by 2025. That's like 6 years away. Their plan is to kill millions of people so they can get us under control. So because they have to be in control. They can't. It's so insane. These people just can't let people live and enjoy. You've got a problem with the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. You don't understand it. You need to read it again and read it again and read it again. And if you don't understand one word in a sentence, then you don't understand that sentence. You need to go through and research every single word and have an absolute understanding of every single word. I read the dictionary twice, and I used highlighters so that I could memorize all these complicated, technical, sophisticated words that they mean something once you understand them. It's called nomenclature. Nomenclature is my favorite word. It's the word that means the meaning of words. If you don't understand what the word means, you can't understand the sentence. So you have to understand the meaning of the words. And if you're reading the Constitution and you're skipping over a word you don't understand, you blew it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to understand that the Constitution and the cannot be taken. Man does not have the right to impose laws on you. The government, that's the U.S. Constitution. And now you got Common Core kids in school, public education paid for by the government. All the teachers are libtards. They're on the salary. They're on the payroll. They're down with the government scam. They do the Common Core curriculum that teaches you that big government is what's going to save you. Big government's going to take care of everything. Big government's going to do it for you. Tax the shit out of you. More lazy, useless people that are working in the government. They're all getting laid off now. Trump's going to do a RIF, reduction in force. These people are getting laid off after the government shutdown runs its span of time out. There's a whole list of laws about dealing with that shit and dealing with those people. They really thought of everything when they wrote the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. How to keep these people under control. And they even said it back in the day. Thomas Jefferson and then Benjamin Franklin, those guys said, man, this system has a potential for abuse if you let it happen. And the only way is for the people to stand up for themselves and vote and exercise their rights. Freedom of speech, freedom of arms, own weapons, own guns. You're supposed to be able to own whatever the military and the police can own, you should be able to own. And that keeps government in check. The right to not be arrested, the Fourth Amendment, the freedom of illegal, and the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. There's a whole bunch of other rights in there, has to do with the courts and that everything. The Sixth Amendment has to do with the court proceedings and charging you with a crime and your right to a jury trial. And all these things are spelled out to you. Very important laws and rights that if you don't exercise them, if speedy trial rights, everybody goes into court and waives their right to a speedy trial. Yes, Your Honor, I waive time. Yeah, I waive time. They plead guilty and they pay the fine, and they don't even have a clue that if they didn't waive their right to a speedy trial and exercise their right to a trial, and force the government to come to court and prove their charges. Sometimes they can do it. If you got caught driving with a cell phone, talking on a cell phone, you pay the fine. Yeah, I get it. But if the police have trumped you up on some goofy charges because they're picking on you and it's a bully kind of a thing, and the police are abusing their authority, then they're not operating under the oath that they took to abide by the Constitution, and that's where the corruption comes into play. And I've said this for a long time now. There's two kinds of cops in the world. There's cops that wear their uniform, their uniforms, or they hide behind their badges, and an officer as an individual who understands that he's taken an oath to uphold the Constitution, and then sets out and starts violating people's constitutional rights, then he's to the uniform. Same with judges. Same thing with judges. If you put on a robe and you don't exercise everybody's constitutional rights and enforce them, be fair and impartial and not arbitrary and capricious is what they call it. There's all kinds of words that you people got to learn. If you don't know what arbitrary and capricious means, I'm sure you've been in front of a judge who was arbitrary and capricious, and basically the Bill of Rights says that if you feel like something's wrong, if you feel that you've been unfairly treated, then you're probably right, and it's a violation of your rights, and you have a lawsuit against the state. You can have people arrested and press charges, but the deep state is so entrenched now. They have been destroying my life before I was born, our lives all before I was born. But literally, I was raised to be one of these MK Ultra Illuminati CIA agents. They were really trying to recruit me when I was a kid. I'm sure my parents were involved in it. Uh, my mother was a full-on libtard Democrat. My father never spoke of politics or religion. He worked for Grumman. He was in the Air Force, and he wasn't. He wasn't. I don't want to speak ill of the Air Force, but my father was not a good man. He was a very abusive and violent man towards me, and like he thought he could beat sense into me or something. I don't know, but well, this is going on about 20 minutes now, and I probably need to cut them off. I don't want to. I like to keep it down to 10-minute videos because I know when I go on YouTube and I'm looking at people's videos, I like to watch the 10-minute ones. I don't like for them to be a half hour, 45 minutes of my life is a lot to give somebody unless they're really saying something intelligent and important. So I'll listen to people's videos that are an hour long or whatever, but most of the time I like to keep them down to 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So I'm gonna keep this one down here. It's 19, going on 19 minutes now. So I hope that I get more people to come on and please go back, read the Bill of Rights, and understand that these are laws that protect you from your own government. And if you don't understand that, then you don't understand the Constitution. And that is the basic core of the problem in the United States today. Is that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights are documents that uh, decree what the government can and can't do to us. And you need to read them and understand them. And if you need to read the dictionary, go read the dictionary. Pick up a dictionary with the Constitution and go through and look up those words. And you literally have to study every word and memorize it and over and over and over again until you get it. All right, it's going on 20 minutes now, so I'm gonna log out here. And I love everybody. I love you all in the world. Please wake up. Please, everybody, wake up. And you got to vote. And you got to pay attention to what's going on in politics. If you don't know, you don't know. I'm out. Love.